Good afternoon, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners, making a video for Nick, who is a new VIP, welcome to the team, and a training coaching video for everybody. How to get in a stock. What I share here with you is not hocus pocus, it's very simple and it's conceptually correct. So we're looking at pay, and it was on the key list last night for a buy taken out 2110. That's the price on the key list. You can say, first off, how the heck did you get this? This is the daily chart. The high on this bar here is 2107. And just watch the H. Please don't look at anything else, but watch the H. When I put it on there, it says 2107. What was our pivot? 2110. That's simple. That's what we're looking for. This is the, right here, 30-minute chart. You can see it's marked right there, okay? 30-minute chart. Daily on the left, 30-minute or hourly, or it could be 10-minute on the right. What are we looking for? We want to take out the highs of this bar. And again, the high on this bar is 2107. This stock was on the key list to buy at 2110. Just taking out the highs of these bars. Also note on the daily setup, this is important. Up on heavy volume, pulls back on less volume, starts to pick up on inside less volume, and then it starts to pick up yesterday on a pickup in volume. You see that right there? That's important. That's on the daily chart. So what we'll do is this. I'm not going to advance the daily chart yet because that'll contaminate the experiment. This is what we were looking at last night. This is what we were looking at this morning before the market opened up. Okay? And one of the things I like to do when I'm teaching this is show the chart in depth before it breaks out. Not after the fact, well, that was easy, just do this. No, let's educate so we can train our eyes. You can see again on the daily, it was picked up on a pickup in volume. It's formed a cup and a handle on the 30-minute, and there's volume there, okay? So this was last night or this morning before the open. We're going to advance this one bar, and look what it does. It gaps up, it runs back, and it pulls back just a little bit, but it did trigger through there, but it was a tougher buy there on 30-minute. I'm not going to advance the day chart yet, okay? So you can say, gosh, that's why you have to be careful right here. Buying a big gap up. You have to watch that. Be careful buying gap ups, folks. And again, this is the 30-minute chart. Advance it, and now you have a quiet inside bar on less volume. And this is the 30-minute. What do we want to see? If it can start to take out the highs of this bar and or the highs of this bar, and again, this is a 30-minute chart with volume, that could be a buy. And look what it does. It picks up, takes out the highs of this bar, and the highs of this bar, I'll turn the volume down. I have an alert going off on DXCM. And it does it on a pickup in volume. That, up on good volume, but it closes weak. Inside bar on low volume, I'll make this bigger for you. And then it pushes through the tops on a pickup in volume. That is a trigger right here. What's the high on this bar? 2045. The high on this bar is 2029. Right in here, we'll call it 2050, 2150. That could be a buy. Continue onwards, and it does this, and here's where we're at now. So this is the 30-minute. Now I'm going to do a deeper data dive for you. This is the 30-minute. Train your eyes on that setup. Now let's take it down to 10 and fine-tune it even further. And by the way, folks, this is not like calculus, okay? This is just simple. This isn't even algebra or geometry. This is just simple mathematics to, what I'm saying. Now let's narrow it down to the 10-minute chart, and this will help you. It gapped up this morning, and this is the first bar this morning. Notice where it gapped up. It gaps up, it runs up, and it closes, and it pulls back. We rarely buy right at the open. I mean, I can't remember the last time, team, that I bought a stock right at the open. I mean, I can't remember. I normally wait. So here's the first 10-minute bar, and you go, boy, that gapped up. Oh, look at this. It fell back. Oh, I'm glad we didn't buy it. Look how low it got. This is the 10-minute, and this is why I love this template. It really helps us see what's going on. Advance it one bar. It's just a quiet inside bar, right? Hold on, please. My apologies, as a call from Texas. So quiet inside bar, 10-minute. And here's the key point. This is pretty good volume, and this is much less volume. Very constructive. It's a quiet inside resting bar. Advance it 1 bar. And again, this is 10-minute, folks. Advance it. It's just a quiet resting bar. And now you have a small little, and I'll draw this for you, base there. Okay? Again, this is the 10-minute. We want to see it lift above this line, and we want to see it do it on really good volume. Also note, it has support right here on the 21 EMA. Advance it 1 bar. And I stress, it went up, it pulled back on less volume. We want to see it take this out with a volume pickup. That could be a buy. Advance it 1 bar. It's just a quiet inside bar. Another one, inside bars. The range of this bar is inside the range of this bar. And it does it, volume picked up a little bit, but note, and I'm going to make this bigger for you to help. Note where it closed on this bar, closed in the top half of its range. Note where it closed on this bar in the top half of its range. Note where it closed on this bar in the top half or top third of its range. There's support right here, okay? It hasn't triggered yet. We have to watch it and wait for the trigger. Advance it 1, and again, this was on the key list, folks, all right? Advance it 1 bar. It starts to pick up, all right? But it doesn't take out the highs of this bar. It's close. What's missing in this bar right here on the 10-minute? Well, it's up, but there ain't a lot of volume here. Volume's the power that lifts the ship off the pad. There's not much power there, right? It's low. So we just have to wait. We're just watching it. Daily on the left, 10-minute on the right. Advance it 1 bar. Oh, gee, look, it picks up on a pickup in volume. On this bar, the stock did 2,300 shares. On this bar, it did 8,300 shares. All right? Almost quadruple, more than a triple. And it picked up. It picked up on volume. I'll make this a little bigger so you can see this better. Hold on. We'll get to it. We'll try to. There we go. That'll help you. Slight volume pickup. You can see it. Advance it 1 more bar. And look at this. It lifts up again. It takes out the highs of this bar and the highs of the day. And look at the volume pickup. People saw it and they voted. There you go. And then you have this. And this is where we're at now. I wanted to go very slowly, though, and just show you what to look for. We could take it down to 30 minutes. And here's the first 30-minute bar. The second 30-minute bar is just an inside bar. See right there? The next bar, it takes out the highs of this bar, right? On a pickup in volume. On this 30-minute bar, it did, I'm rounding here, 33,000 shares. On this bar, it did 91,000 shares. Yeah, I did that by looking right here, okay? 33, 91. And they voted. And the rest, off to the races. Anyway, it's resting right now. We'll see what happens. Again, this is a great question. I love your questions, team. And I thought, oh, I could answer this typing. No, I think at times it's better to show it bar by bar, space by space. I hope this helps you. If you have any questions about it, ask. This is what I love about this. It's very simple. And you can say, well, this is a little fancier right here. You look at these a couple of times and it will just hit you. You go, man, oh man, I see what he's talking about. This works. And it's always a function of supply and demand. And on that bar, there was demand. They voted. And there you go. I don't know where it's going to go. It's not a huge move yet. But on the daily, sure is a start. I thank you so much. I hope this helps you. I apologize if the video is a little longer, but I wanted to explain it very slowly and specifically. And I thank you.